Hi everyone. Like when I'm getting ready to take a picture, the lighting's great. When I start filming, you can't see shit. I'm sorry. It's like 10 a.m. It's cloudy-ish outside. Anyways, this is gonna be the best cheap blushes that I own. I have seven. So they're all gonna look pretty similar. Pinky, some are peachy, some are something. We're just gonna get into it. So this is, they're all so dirty, I'm sorry. The LA Girl Just Blushing in Just Neutral. And it's like, not really a neutral shade. It's more like a peachy pink. You can't even really tell, but it's super pretty. It's so soft, it's creamy. It is matte. Maybe you can kind of tell from the swatch there. It is so pigmented. It just makes your cheeks look really nice and rosy, but like not like a pink rosy, like a nice peachy rosy shade, if that makes sense. It's really nice. It was only a few dollars and I got it at Ulta. I see them there all the time, so, and they have a lot of different shades, so in case you're interested. Next one, this is probably one of my most used blushes, the CoverGirl Peach Punch blush. Since they went cruelty free, I have fallen in love with CoverGirl. It is peach scented. I think this is the only one they have, so it's just the Peach Punch blush. If I can open it. And it's got like tiny flecks of like this pinky orange glitter. Not a lot, like she's like kind of like sporadic. It's like a nice creamy matte again, kind of a matte since there's, you know, flecks of glitter. But the glitter kind of gives your cheek this glow while still being like a nice satiny matte. I'm gonna swatch it for you. This is closer to neutral than the other one was, but it also has that pink tone in it. I know it looks really pink on camera. It's not though. It's like a very pretty peachy neutral shade. If you go in very lightly, it's gonna look very natural, like you're not really wearing blush, but there's something there. It'll look like your cheeks, but better. I love this, and it smells so good. I know a lot of people don't like the fake peach scent, but it kind of reminds me of the Sweet Peach palette. It's really good. I use this blush today. It's the Essence Mosaic blush in All You Need Is Pink. It's dirty. Essence has really good products for very cheap. I can't remember how much this was. Just a few dollars. You swirl your brush around, and I don't know if you can tell on my own cheeks. It is kind of a very rosy, peachy shade that's a little bit dark. But it is still very wearable. I'm sorry. It's not as peachy though. It's more of a pink, yeah. Right there. I will say that it's better if you tap it on your cheeks than brushing it on, like swiping it on, because it can be a little bit choppy. I found it that way on me, so definitely tap it on your cheeks. I'll switch to this hand next. Well, I might have another side that can work. This is my other most used blush, just the Milani Luminoso. The plastic part broke off. Milani Luminoso, just in case you didn't hear me, it is a baked blush. I don't really like baked products, but this is one of the prettiest blushes. I used to use the Wet n Wild Hummingbird Hype, which was like this, but a little bit more intense. But then Wet n Wild decided that they were going to sell in China, which means they're not technically cruelty free. So I stopped using that blush. And this reminds me of it, just not as extreme. And like I said, I don't really like baked products, but this is so beautiful. Don't go overboard, because you can definitely go overboard and just your cheeks will just look like a shimmery pink mess. It's like a peachy pink right there. Do you see how pretty that is? But if you lightly put it on, or if you put a lot of bronzer on and you put this over, it's gonna look so glowy and beautiful. You're gonna look healthy. It's one of my favorite blushes to use on days where I'm feeling a little bit dry, and it just makes me look, I don't want to say wet, just glowy, you know? It's really beautiful. It's so gorgeous. We have 3 left to get through. This one, I'm sorry, they're so dirty. Makeup Revolution, the matte blush in Nude. This is definitely a nudie pink. I will say about this though, it is very matte. It's a very matte, not a satin matte, just matte. So if you don't like matte products or you don't want your cheeks to look like a matte rosiness, this might not be the blush for you because it is matte. There's not a glow. It just looks like a matte rosy pink on your cheeks. That is what comes off on your cheeks, just so you know. You can definitely tone it down, but I'm letting you know that there's just no glimmer, no glow. It is matte, chalkboard matte, but it is very pretty. Next up is the NYX Pink the Town blush. I don't know if there's a specific, this is a specific type of blush, high definition blush, sorry. It didn't say it anywhere, it's like in small print. I don't use a lot of NYX products. I used to be obsessed with them, and then I realized that there was better. No offense to NYX, it's just that, I don't know. So, I don't know if you can tell. This is a intense peachy shade. There is like a tiny bit of like pink to it, but it looks mostly peach to me. I'm not the best at describing colors. I got it because it looked really peachy, because I like peach blush. This is pigmented. Now, the good thing about this, it's not glimmery, it's not matte, it's like in between. And I paired this before with the Milani Luminoso. You might think, well, that sounds really intense. That's it right there. You can see how peachy it is. I went in lightly with this one, and then I went in lightly with the Milani one. I'm actually going to blend this one out real quick and show you what it looks like. It's going to look a bit more intense than it did on my cheeks because I put so much on my hand. Yeah. This is more accurate, just a little bit more toned down. And then I'm going to go in with the Milani one over it, lightly, just so you can get an idea of what it looked like. You can't really tell. But it was like a glowy, peachy, I don't know. It was gorgeous though. It made my cheeks look really like peachy and just pretty. The last one is actually a cream. I love using cream products. I didn't get into cream blush until recently, like a few months ago. Like, cream everything else. I still haven't gotten to cream highlight though. There's just something about it. Whenever I use cream highlight, it picks up my foundation, and that was the same thing with the blush. But this one is the only cream blush I will use. It's the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in Nectar. It's the perfect peachy. It's just peach. I got too much out. It looks really pigmented, and it is, but here's the thing, if you tap it out, it'll be like there's nothing in there. It'll be like a barely there shade. I know that's a lot, but it is so peachy. It's not thick, it's very creamy, it's very thin. And like I said, if you just tap it out, which I'm gonna try to show you that right now. If you just kind of try to like tap it out at the ends, you can, I know it still looks really wild because I put a lot on. It will look so natural, so beautiful, barely there. I think it's gorgeous. It's one of my favorite blushes. I don't use cream products a lot now, just because when I'm trying to do my tutorials, I try to get through them as quick as possible. And for me with creams, I really like to blend them out. So when I do creams, it's always like an extra step for me because I also set them. I cannot leave creams unset. I just cannot do that. But these are the best blushes. I will try to leave them down below if I can remember. If not, please don't hate me. But this is like a pre-filmed video. And when I'm editing, I always forget the blushes or the products that I'm talking about. But these are them bad boys. I wanted to do this in early March. That's how long I had this planned. And I just did literally everything else. But I hope you guys liked the video. I probably did a video similar to this before, but these are the ultimate blushes that if you ask me what you should get from the drugstore, these ones, they are so good. I love blush. I'm a blush kind of girl, so if you can't tell, I went a little crazy today. This is you can kind of see how like glowy it is. I also put the ABH Omrizi over it, like right here, and then the blush, so it looks really pretty and natural. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will let you guys go. I have so many other videos to film, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!